All right, Ben.
Yeah.
It's all saying like obviously some of the things that you and Ant were talking about were really good. At the same time, you're not allowed to fully express your full understanding of everything because of legal papers that
Yeah,
say
yeah, I try not like, especially with esports engine stuff. There's certain stuff I don't want to talk about, like Adam's secret sauce type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like business stuff. And
yeah,
then with the we were talking about the Lucas stuff. It's like I had a background context from Paul,
of course.
and it's like there's certain stuff I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to
I want to
talk
talk
this a
about
lot.
something with you, Ben, and agree with me or disagree with me. I don't give a shit, but
Yeah.
what what's up with fucking Octane trying to bully these kids, man? Like they're trying to make a living off here. Now
Wait,
he's
what
gonna
do you
come in here
mean?
straight bully people.
Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about Sam Scriven?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you see Trey tweeted yesterday? It's like a Ballon d'Or winner playing like League Two football.
yeah.
Nah,
For real.
Sam was just filling in for Heist because I mean, it's an unfortunate situation with how the roster lock works for Elite. So like, it sounds like Legend obviously is dealing with some stuff and hopefully can figure it out because he's at no break. I think what people don't understand about Legend
Yeah,
is he literally played Halo, had like all week, and then had to learn an entirely different
yeah.
game. And yeah,
Well, with
I'm
with
sure that's
Legend,
tough.
like I had like two breakfasts with him as we were going through, like
Yeah.
on his way to champs. Not necessarily on his travel to champs, but on his way to champs, like the month before champs. I was telling him, I'm like, yo, listen, like there's a lot of interest on you. I've gotten a lot of calls from different teams, and I don't want you to get distracted. I want you to go out there and the last event for this game, you need to win it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to pull it together. And then the conversation was always from him, like, what's your advice on this thing? What the fuck? Why can't I hear you?
Yeah. Can't hear what?
Uh,
You're
yeah. He's like,
it's
"What's
kind
your
of out.
advice?
Okay.
What's your advice for me? Like, do you think that I should go with the Huntsman, or do you think?" And we didn't know that we were going to call it the Huntsman at the time, but
Yeah.
and I told him, I'm like, man, when an opportunity comes a knocking, and you have the opportunity to go to the big leagues, that's a choice that you're going to have to make. I don't know how confident you are in your abilities, which obviously you fucking have them. I don't know how confident you are in the fact that you're going to be able to transition well. You have played Call of Duty and you get you do your thing well. Um, but I couldn't make that decision for him, and I also couldn't say, yo, like you should just try out on Huntsman, because what if that opportunity to go to the major never comes around, and what if it did succeed, and what if he did
Yeah.
pick it up as quickly as Formal did, you know?
Yeah, I think the tough thing is he just ended up, and I don't blame him because like a lot of the players in the league are always like, you get that spot. If you think you're him,
Yeah,
right? Take that spot and figure it out. The tough thing is there's a big delta, and there's always been somewhat of a delta in COD, but I think now with the limited franchise, it's more apparent between like the franchises that have like a winning culture and can pass down that knowledge of how to be the right teammate, how to be a championship player, and you go to a team that is starting from zero, it doesn't necessarily have that. Like it's really tough, especially for someone like him, where you're going into a new game where it's like what I'm saying, like he hasn't competed in COD before.
yeah.
You're learning that on top of everybody else trying to gel, and it's just a tough situation.
Too much pressure. Now, let me
Yeah, it's a
rephrase that. Let me
lot.
rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Too much mental pressure on yourself, right? Because you're sort of telling yourself, "I am good enough," but I'm gonna, and this is our industry, fortunately and unfortunately, and I've said it before, like the difference between us and soccer or us and football is that every business decision and every decision as a player is sort of done in front of everybody. You're sort of like sitting out there naked and making every decision and allowing for everybody to sort of nitpick and have an opinion on your decisions. So you're adding the pressure of that you already have of a competitor that's doing the transition, but also you're doing it in front of everybody, and everybody's going to be saying, "Go back to fucking Halo," or "You're not ready," and you know what I'm saying. So it's just a little bit
Yeah.
too much, and too much is too much, man.
Yeah, but I think it's fun. Like, I think take some time off. I think the nice thing this year is we finally have a healthy tier two. I mean, even at the end of the CWL era, it
Yeah,
was starting to wobble a little bit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Because I think the economics of tier two are always tough. And people were staying in it because they knew about the year zero buyouts and they're trying to like really cash.
Yeah,
And then obviously franchising kind of, now it's back. And
Yeah.
like if he comes back, he'll get opportunities on a Stallions or depending on what your Huntsman looks like or
Yep.
Bush or something.
Yep.
And I think he'll be able to figure it out and get in the league. Like I have confidence.
Yeah, so do I. I like the maturity that he has in also not allowing the pressure to dictate that he has to stay in one spot, as uncomfortable as that spot may be. And he had the balls to say, "Yo, I'm gonna step back from this thing. I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna see if this is really what I want to do, and then sort of
Yeah.
re-engage if the time is right." Because it is important, right? It is important to make those decisions early so that you don't put your team in a bad position as they're currently in right now because of it. Um, but okay, let me answer this quick question. Can you
Yeah.
discuss how the visa process would have worked with Legend if he had not joined Surge and not been on a professional team? Well, we loaned Legend to Surge. He's actually still under contract with, I believe as of right now, but something may have changed in the last 2 weeks. But I believe that the latest thing that I knew when he went to the Stallions, he was still under contract with us, and we were just loaning them to him. So his his visa really didn't get affected necessarily because he was still with the company that applied for his visa. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, you just gotta keep the U.S. informed of like
Yeah,
what team he's on because they check that when you get in the border.
of
Like
course,
Asim dealt with that once,
of course. Well,
where
he's
he
an
switched
optic.
teams
He's
and
just
didn't update
being
it.
loaned to somebody else. So
Yeah,
he won't lie
yeah,
if he says he's with us.
yeah. You just gotta tell the truth, otherwise they
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
don't
he
fuck
does.
about at the border.
He does not strike me as somebody who knows how to lie, which is it's a good characteristic and not an insult at all. Um, the yeah, I think with Legend, if he does come back, I think that he's going to be coming back with a refreshed mind. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm hoping for the best. He's a really 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 good kid.
yeah. I mean, listen, as long as he gets back, I mean, take some time. The key moments for challengers are all in the back end this season, right?
Hmm.
Major 2 to try and qualify for Major 3 Pro Am, and then doing well Major 4 to qualify for champs, and then EWC, and that's how people get credit and they get picked up. And like you saw what happened with the Omic guys over the course of last year, like those guys are now on teams because of how well they play at the end of the year.
Hmm.
So that's the part that matters.
Yeah. Well, as you were saying, the Challengers team, and I tweeted it out about 2 weeks ago that it gives me that early 2010 feel. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
passion, the passion pit has remained as strong as it ever has.